My name is Ogden, and I've dedicated the last 4 years of my life to improving my social skills. And in that time, I made some pretty decent progress, and I've even been able to help out a few guys to achieve similar results. So, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned, and one of the most important things which I always make sure to stick to, like one of the most important rules for not just social skills but anything in life, is this: when in doubt, and just overall, always simplify. Okay? And like this might sound simple, but simplifying things is one of the most difficult things you can do. I think it was like Einstein who said that it's easy to explain a difficult topic, in a complex way, but if you can simplify it down, and especially like what I'm doing here with social skills, if you can kind of simplify it down into very simple action steps, which you can just take, turn off your brain, and get results, that tends to be very difficult. But one of the biggest things that I've been able to achieve over the last 4 years or so that I've been working on my social skills is to just make, or I guess I wasn't really the guy to make it, but I found this system, this mechanism, which allowed me to just basically turn off my brain, simplify the entire process, and just become more social and delete my social anxiety and become like basically a social butterfly. And the thing that it was literally just cold approaching strangers and just speaking to more people. That's it. What I did for like the first 2 years or so of working on my social skills, which is the reason that in the first 2 years I basically made no progress, was I read books, I watched podcasts, I watched YouTube videos like this one, and I learned tons and tons of useful information, right? How to do body language, how to have better eye contact, better tonality, how to, act like an alpha male, Andrew Tate guides and all of that stuff. But one thing which was painfully obvious during this time was that my social anxiety was not getting any better. Leaving the house, speaking to strangers, I still had anxiety. I would still tense up. I would still overthink. I would still be worrying. It's like trying to build a house on sand. It's like I'm trying out these techniques, like let me down talk and let me have better eye contact while I'm still worrying about what to do with my hands, you know? So it's like building a house on sand. It was always gonna crumble. And that's the reason that I never got results. Because I was overcomplicating it. Instead of just going and doing the thing which would have gotten me results, getting the foundation done, which is just getting the approaches, I was trying to complicate it by adding body language and, the next approach I do, or when I speak to people, I'm gonna walk like this and I'm gonna look like Andrew Tate and I'm gonna sit down and talk like, some alpha male or whose ever body language I was trying to copy. All that did was confuse me, make it harder to approach, and again, it just gave me no real results. It was just a waste of time. The only thing that really started moving the needle, the only thing that actually started and actually created like a good foundation, was just turning off my brain and breaking the ice with as many people as possible. Because what this did, right, was it didn't just show me how to improve myself in the sense that I was adding new techniques and new good things. It did something which I think is even more important. It removed kind of negative or bad parts which were slowing me down, which this is a super important thing to remember in life, which I recently learned. It's always better to start by removing the bad parts, removing like the negative parts, and then adding like the good parts than it is to just add the good parts and still have the bad ones. Like the good, doing something good doesn't negate the bad thing. Here's an example. If you want to live a healthy life, if you want to eat healthy, right, have a good diet, lose weight, eating a salad right after you eat a Snickers bar or drinking a Coca-Cola is not gonna fucking remove the effects of the Coca-Cola, right? So if you just literally did nothing, let's say, in your diet, except you removed the Coca-Cola and the other junk food, and you still kind of ate normally, like you normally eat, you would lose weight more, and you would be more likely to lose weight than if you were still eating all of this junk food, but then you were like adding a salad and maybe going for a walk now and then. It's the same thing in social skills. You will make more progress if you go and remove your social anxiety, stop overthinking, eliminate any like limiting mental beliefs and bullshit like that. Basically get like the foundation done, get to like square zero, get to like, or like I guess that would be like square one, right? Get to level one, get to like average person level, where it's like you don't have all of these negative effects, negative parts. And then once you do that, and once you start getting, and of course you do that through just getting more approaches and learning more things along the way, once you cleared out all of this, that's when you can start building up, okay, let me start adding eye contact. Let me start adding body language. Let me start adding tonality. Let me start adding this and that and that and that. And you do it gradually, one by one, by adding them each approach that you do. Again, getting the approaches done is still a fundamental thing that you need to be doing. And you just do this and you level up. But in essence, here I was, the whole video is about not complicating it. Here I kind of went deeply, but the whole point of this entire video is to just prove to you that if you want to improve your social skills, the best way to do so is to stop watching this video, stop watching any other videos or reading books or anything. You can do it if it's fun for you, okay, but just know that you would be getting better results and more results and quicker if instead of reading that book, reading How to Win Friends and Influence People for the 5th time, you actually just went out onto the street and you said hello to 5 strangers. You said good morning to 5 people. You went and you said, how's your day going, to the cashier or the bus driver or whoever. Even if you did something like go to a party, like you would make more progress right now. Think about that. Even though you're on self-improvement, right? And of course, you want to get good sleep and you don't want to drink alcohol and whatever. If you want to truly improve your social skills, you're going to have to kind of sacrifice a little bit of other things if you truly want to get results in this as quickly as possible. So by just going to like a party, let's say tonight or on the weekend, sure, your sleep will probably get fucked, your diet will get fucked, you'll probably drink some alcohol, which is not healthy and everything, but just going to that party and speaking to some strangers, saying hello to some people, fist bumping some random guys, speaking to some girl, getting kind of drunk so you get that kind of social flow a bit easier, that experience is going to give you more progress and help you improve your social skills more than if you sat down and watched another 10 of my videos. Like, if you want to stop and you want to remove anxiety, it really does come down to just taking action. Another big part, of course, is kind of learning techniques, learning like how the mind works and everything. But again, it's like if you did none of this stuff and you only did cold approaches and you only spoke to people and went to social places and did social things, you would get 80% of the results. It's like the 80-20 Pareto's law. Just doing the approaches, that 20% of work will get you 80% of the results. So just turn off your brain. Okay, this is your action step for this video. I want you to turn off your brain, walk outside on the street right now, and just say good evening or good morning, whatever, whichever, or even if it's like during the day, just like say hello to 20 different strangers. Wait until the evening, or if it's morning, then just say good morning, good evening, because that's a bit more natural. Wait until like the evening, and then just walk past like 20 strangers on the street and just say good evening. That's it. That's going to get you more progress than reading or watching another 5 or 10 of my videos. Because that's what it all comes down to. And that's what I'm speaking and telling you to do in most of my videos anyway. So just go, do that. And if you want for accountability, you can write a comment right now saying, I'm going to go do the approaches right now. And then when you finish them, you can just write down like, okay, approaches finished, and write down how it went or whatever you learned so that someone else could maybe benefit from it and stuff like that. So if you found this video helpful and you want to get one-on-one help from me, you can check out the first link in the description. You can also check out the second link, which will take you to my private community, where you'll also find other guys who are kind of on the same path, who are learning the same things, and you can also contact me through there as well. Thank you for sticking around until the end of the video. You can click or watch this video, click on the subscribe button, and do the work.